what do you get when you have a game where player one is a very highly skilled player? Quiet goes about his business picking apart his opponents one by one, seemingly without any effort, versus a very talented commentator and analyst who can break down games to, turn by turn, which turn could have won him the game. Well, you get Tryndamere versus War Puppy, and you get a pretty good match. All right, welcome back. My name is Connor Everything, and let's do this Advanced Wars by Web replay commentary on one of the first games to finish in round 3 of the Infantry Cup. So, round 3 of the Infantry Cup, we are on Sea Shoals. Oh, sorry. Okay, a couple more things I want to address here. One, if you can pick out where this game, the background music, if you can pick out what game the background music is from, I will absolutely pin you because I don't think anybody is going to get it. And number 2, you might notice that my microphone sounds a little bit different. My blue snowball, the cord on my blue snowball is completely trashed. All the pins are all broken, so I had to order a new cord. And in the meantime, we get old reliable. How do I sound? What sound good? Yeah, what's up, Doc? All right, I won't do that anymore. Okay, here we go. We got Tryndamere versus War Puppy on the absolute fan favorite CO on this map, Max. So Max, and why has the screen gone black? There we go. Okay, Max, I've introed him many times on my channel. He was the first CO that I ever introed on this channel. His direct units run around with plus 20% attack, which is just devastating, especially when you get into one-shot territory. And your opponent can't do anything with dead vehicles. Maybe you can heal vehicles that aren't dead. Maybe you can use it as blockers, but you can't do anything with dead vehicles. And that's what Max makes. He makes dead vehicles. Well, there's a cost to this. His indirect units lose 10% attack and have -1 range. So, there is a cost to running around with that much firepower, and that is no more indirects for you. That being said, his battlecopters and tanks can take out anything that they need to. So, really all you need is Max's battlecopters, tanks, the occasional fighter if they're gonna run a bomber. But I mean, I would make an argument that you don't even need anti-air on Max, because you can just run around with Max copters, and Max copters can almost one-shot other copters and hit tanks really well. So why would you produce anti-air when you can just make Max copters? It's just something to think about. His CO power for 3 stars is Max Force. Direct units gain +1 movement, so he's a movement CO for only 3 stars. Very good. And their attack, it gets a 10% boost plus an additional 10% boost that all COs get for popping any power. And then his super CO power, direct units gain +2 movement, and their attack is increased from 30 to 50%. So a 30% boost plus a 10% boost from just popping the power. So to be clear, with a comm tower, Max Blast will have your units, I believe, hitting at plus 70% damage and gain +2 movement. Pretty crazy. So, from what I've seen so far on this map, from my own personal games and games in the tournament, is I just don't know if I like this map very much. It's not necessarily the tactician's map, guys. It is wide open. No mountains, no black boats that can be used for blocking. Almost no water, no rivers even. This is all terrain that can be accessed by every type of vehicle. Does that lead to more boring matches? What have you guys been thinking of this map? Do you like Sea Shoals? Do you don't? Let me know, because I don't know if I'm all that convinced that I like this map that much. That being said, War Puppy reached out to me, and I'm not saying who won this game, but all he had to say was, I encourage you to blind cast this replay, and that's exactly what I did. I have no idea what this game looked like as it ended. I have no idea what movements they made, what units they made, but one thing is for sure, I would like to, because I play on seashulls a lot, I'm going to take extra care to analyze early troop movement, at least within the first 5 turns of seashulls. I would expect to see a recon by turn 4 or 5 from both players, because max recons are just so good, but we'll have to see. All right, enough talking, let's go. Okay, Trinomir, we'll open up double Inf. Let's see. Yeah, War Puppy will drop back first, just to get that income, because he can't get income right away, so he drops back first to get income. I don't know, push it out earlier to get, more of a forward presence, or drop back and get an extra turn of income. Both are viable strategies. And see, yeah, War Puppy. Probably would have recommended. I didn't even see this. I probably would have recommended grabbing this one. You're more forward. You can go backwards next turn, but get that forward presence at War Puppy. Huh? I mean, okay. Now, I kind of get what War Puppy's doing here, right? Because you might think, we'll just grab this. It's the same amount of money had you not grabbed this. Why is it? Because he's now 1 turn away from a further away property. So he could either go capture this, push this out next turn, get an extra turn of income, and then capture this turn 1 turn late, capture this building 1 turn late, or grab both of these at the same time, and you have the same amount of income, but you have a troop that's further out to start. So good move there, War Puppy. I actually like that move. Now, you didn't start capturing this. That's interesting. And here we go. So Trinomir going backwards finally to grab his backwards properties. And then, this looks like a lot of how I would play it. This does not. War Puppy is playing war games. He'll take that. He'll grab that. But where? Okay, so he pushes it out. And, I probably wouldn't have done that. You know what? I say I wouldn't have done that. But that being said, this is optimal troop movement. Pushing this out to here is optimal troop movement. If you have an infantry already capturing it, you can't have optimal troop movement. So the strategy might just be to capture this for 2 turns and produce a vehicle from here 2 turns in a row. I don't know, because then you're getting good googly moogly. He's not capturing it. Wow, that's crazy. He's definitely foregoing a lot of income, because it takes 2 turns to get to this, not 1. But, he's getting something out of it. There it is. A turn 4 Trinomir recon. He's getting something out of this. He's pushing out farther quicker, which is something I talked about earlier. And then he goes Max T-Copter? What? Dude, he wasn't kidding. I'm glad I'm blind casting this, because what the hell am I looking at? This is, I gotta say, I do not think that this is meta. This is meta. He's going to be able to get some serious harass here, unless War Puppy goes crazy and builds an early tank from this to match the recon, which we could see. But let's just see. Okay, so hold on. Let's talk about. So this is pretty obvious troop movement here. Let's just get the properties that we are in range of. Let's get our income up. Let's get our money up, not our funny up. And then okay, so he goes. Trinomir goes tank. Oh wait, will he go double tank? Wait, he can't. Yeah, he can't. So he goes tank on the side that is not supporting the recon. Interesting. So he's just going to go for a double split and leave this recon, essentially unguarded. He probably won't use it too recklessly if that's what he is doing. Okay, push it. Dude, he's been... There we go. So now he's getting optimum troop movement, and if I had to guess, he's going to produce another tank from here next turn, so he can have 2 turns of optimal infantry movement that this city is not blocking. That's what I would imagine. Okay, yeah, and then because this is here anyway, even though it's weighted, it's optimal to load an infantry into there because it's using its max movement. In fact, he just boosts it anyway. So that's actually the most optimal if you're going to build an infantry from this base, because then you can take your max turn next turn and blah, blah, blah. So, unorthodox, but surely impressive and fun to watch early game movement from War Puppy. I mean, a T-copter this early, that's pretty freaking sick. Is it, well, I mean, I'm not going to talk like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, because I don't. Here we go. So now a double tank for Tryndamere. War Puppy has a tank of his own. If what I'm guessing is correct, he's going to now capture this and build another vehicle from here. So he can, wait, it doesn't matter because he can move that off of it next turn. So now it officially doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay. And now he's capping. As far as the capture game goes, Tryndamere's got an advantage. He'll have an advantage next turn, and then he'll be able to get these two going. So, still looks a little bit tough for T-Mere. And then no max recon. Wow. I mean, I think if you ask a lot of the top players, an early max recon is a necessity. They just hit infantry way too hard to not build them. They get close to one-shotting them on roads if you have your comm tower. So now Tryndamere is about to get vision of both comm towers, and he's got a recon in a great place for harass. He doesn't necessarily know it. War Puppy, in theory, could have a tank down here, but that's not the case. It's fog though, so nobody knows. And now we run into the issue with these two base maps, and it's not that much of an issue for someone like Max or Eagle, because battlecopters are so important on this map, and battlecopters will take up 9,000 damage or 9,000 income, so then you can build a tank or an anti-air on one of these, and then an infantry. But otherwise, a two-base map, you're not going to see a lot of infantry, and what does that mean? Well, it's a mistake that I run into a lot, and that is protect your infantry. I simply fail to do that. So he opts to drop this. Oh, he's protecting. I see. He's protecting. He doesn't want this cap getting interrupted. Although I probably would have tried to bait it if I were Tryndamere, because then you could have gobbled up a recon on a road or a plains. I don't think that recon can reach that woods right now. Okay, goes mech. A max mech. Interesting. And you guys see the problem with max mechs, right? Max does not get the plus 20% boosted damage to his mechs, and they cost 3,000. So what's the real point of making them? I don't know. I think he just saw that he had 10k, and he just slotted it in there to make it work. If I were playing, I probably would have gone for an infantry, but I'm not playing in the tournament because I didn't make it this far, so I can't really talk about how much I would do if I were in the tournament because, well, I'm not in it. So here we go. And then he does not have a comm tower. If he did, I think it might be a roll for a one shot. Maybe that doesn't sound right, but at any rate, Tryndamere has opted to take his recon engagement, and he sees that War Puppy has a tank in range. So what does Tryndamere do? Very smart. He now has full coverage if War Puppy is going to... Hold on, I always do this. If War Puppy is going to take this engagement, he is now going to get swarmed with tanks himself. So with Seashulls, this is my usual experience with Seashulls. There's a big battle here, and then everybody backs off. There's a big battle here, then everybody backs off. And I just don't get a lot of action straight up the gut. But this game is looking like that's exactly what's going to happen. What will War Puppy do? Will he take this shot? He sees that he has a tank in response. But that being said, if he goes... he is so close to being able to back up this tank. If he take... Wait, he is. However, he would have to take a shot from the road. He will take a shot from the road, and that is the power of Max, ladies and gentlemen. One-shotting a recon on planes. So now, Tryndamere actually has no vision of these tanks to take a clean shot off at it with, and now he's making a little protective wall, protecting his tanks, and also threatening these properties. Nice move by War Puppy, perhaps a little greedy by Tryndamere to go for that recon engagement. Because if you think about it, Tryndamere could have pulled that back, maintained his vision, and instead he lost a 4,000 unit to deal 800 worth of damage. Crippling capture game, yes. Crippling the capture game is very important on this map because look, no infantry is coming to replace this. But your vision is gone. Perhaps not the best move from the best player in the tournament, or perhaps it was. I don't know. Okay, sorry, going too fast here. Interesting. He knows that there is a tank here, and to get vision of it, wow, that is a lot of damage with the tank, and then he can get a shot. Ooh, devastating. That being said, War Puppy's ready. He's got tanks in reserve, but here come more of Trinimir's tanks to back it up, back that thing up. And he's worried about max battlecopters, and this is kind of what I'm saying. I've had success when I've just thought about it like this. When I was playing against Grit on this map, I made one anti-air, and I was playing max. I spammed max battlecopters, and it worked pretty damn well. I don't see a whole lot of need to build anti-airs. Tanks, yes, of course, because tanks are what you need to swarm the anti-air with. But the thing is, if your opponent, let's say your opponent has to build 2 anti-airs to focus on all of your battlecopters, if you're just focused on battlecopters and tanks, you have a swarm of tanks to take out the anti-air, then the battlecopters come in and slam the tanks. So, is building anti-air worth it on this map? I don't know. I think it sounds silly, but I think there's a legitimate case for just sticking to max battlecopters. So War Puppy has opted to just sack this. I don't know if I would have done that. I mean, now he can come clean up, and he'll get some vision, and then obviously he'll take the shot at this tank. Although that it's going to expose it to some serious tank fire. He does, and he drives it a little recklessly. I probably would have taken the shot from right here. He just wanted to get vision of the bush. But even if he got vision of the bush, what would he have done with it? I think if I was War Puppy, I probably... Oh, he just wanted to get chip damage. Never mind. Speaking before I know what I'm talking about. And now he's got this surrounded. So, okay, pretty cool move by War Puppy. Oh, wow. Was this calculated, War Puppy? Because if it was, very impressive. But he's just out of range of a tank with max movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think if I was War Puppy, I probably would have counted that. I would have said, okay, if a reinforcing tank were to hit me, he would have had to take max movement, and he would not be able to hit me from this position, meaning that he could only hit me with this one tank. So pretty cool move by War Puppy if that was the case. He's a very analytical guy, so I would imagine that's what he was thinking. Okay, War Puppy techs up. And this is dangerous because if Trinimir doesn't see this in time, and he doesn't have a teched up unit of his own, he's going to be whittling away with battlecopters. And max battlecopters hit hard, but it's just not... Battlecopters just don't really cut it for medium tanks. Okay, he's going to take... Wow, he can clean up with the recon. Damn. Well, I mean, I think War Puppy knew that he was just throwing away his transport. I probably would have tried to use the transport a little bit more, but I guess why? It's not the worst thing. So I know that I said that War Puppy was looking like he was in a pretty good position, but he's only got one tank. I would take all of these infantry. These infantry are crucial. It takes so long to reinforce. I'd pull them all back. Tanks are it's too close for reinforcements here, and he doesn't have a single max battlecopter on the battlefield yet. Interesting. So he'll go for that city. Oh my God, he's doubling, nay, tripling down. He's insane. He's going Mary Kate Osmond mode. Okay, going in. Oh my God, he's dude, Trinimir. I mean, okay, so for what I just said, I said don't do this because you need these infantry. That's 1 infantry down. That's 2 infantry down. So he's eliminated 2 of Trinimir's infantry in the process. So not the worst. He will definitely be pulling this tank back. Yeah. Okay. So infantry in a tight spot. But we'll see how Trinimir decides to punish this. So he'll go here, obviously. And then... There we go. So then that goes there. He'll take the cap there. Will he clean up this infantry? My gorilla brain would tell me to drive this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here and take the infantry, but there's no way Trinimir goes for that. Yeah, I see. He's way smarter than that. I said my gorilla brain. All right. It's me and only me. And yeah, see, I'm telling you, man, battlecopter spam on this map is the truth. If you have the same amount of battlecopters as you have tanks, that can get pretty ugly. Okay, so now he's going to come here and try to reinforce this city. He opts to take a shot instead of capturing, which is smart. I don't know what I would have done. Not the worst. Okay, just a quick check-in on funds. War Puppy is up by two cities, and Trinimir's definitely gonna get this next turn. I think War Puppy would be nuts to try to interrupt this, but we will see. What will he do? He will pull back. He's got good vision with this recon. Good play. Yep. I like this. And there we go. War Puppy pumps out a B-copter. Nice. So let's see. So for a B-copter plus tank, that is 1,600. So this is a good trifecta right here, right? I think somebody once said that there's a trifecta for a 2-factory 1 airport map, and that is every turn if you can produce a tank, an anti-air, and a battlecopter. So that would be, let's see, tank plus anti-air is 15. So if you could get 24,000 a turn, you could produce that much. Now that's with no repair, so it doesn't exactly work like that. But this is a nice little trifecta for War Puppy, right? Because with 2,000 a turn, he can afford a tank plus a battlecopter plus a recon. So nice little trifecta War Puppy's got going on there. Trinimir lagging behind. He can't do that quite yet. He's going to get this, and then he'll be able to catch up with War Puppy shortly. However, okay, goes in, capture, woods. Oh, takes a shot, can't get the finish. He can't get the finish. He'll be able to joint cap and get that property next turn. Good play by War Puppy. Okay, come flies in. Come fly with me. Let's build some battle. I'm not going to try. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. He's going to take a shot. Yeah, there you go. So he forgoes the cap and takes a shot. I don't know, man. Just capture it and joint cap, right? Like, what is he going to do to you? Like 2 damage and then kill himself? Just joint cap. I don't think I would have played it like that, but there's different ways to play it, and I think, and it's at the end of the day, it's just fine. Okay, so he doesn't. Good. This property is almost never going to get got. War Puppy was lucky, not lucky, skilled to pick this up so early. Otherwise, as far as unit count and unit value, both players are pretty much deadlocked. Okay, here we go. Going, and then so War Puppy just opts for double tank. You can never have enough tanks with max, right? Because if you have, like I said, you need to locate the anti-airs, take them out, and then battlecopters can just absolutely reign supreme. So, you can never have too many tanks as max. Okay, but bam, and your vision is gone. Something that I'm getting a lot better at is just being a lot more careful with my recons. Vision is so valuable. And on a nice open map like this, where there's not a lot of even forest to see into, vision is that much more valuable. So you got to be careful. I mean, this is going to get eaten up, but he's got a lot. He's got a lot riding on it. A Neo tank. Wow. Trinimir saw the medium tank, and I don't know if he saw it last turn, but he probably had to save up, and he can make a Neo tank. Now that is going to be big trouble for War Puppy. The only way to respond to a Neo tank is a bomber or a Neo tank of your own. Grabs vision, can come in. Will it one shot? No. Pulls back. Tank, clean up. Tank, that will one shot. Yes. Infantry go, infantry begin to capture. He needs to cover up these tanks better. He needed more infantry to cover up. This would have been a great move if he had just a few more infantry covering these tanks. But they're going to get slammed pretty hard. He's got battlecopters in the area for this medium tank and for these 2 tanks right here. Goes in. No powers yet. Nobody has had... Wow! Amazing response from War Puppy. He does not know that Trinimir has a Neo tank, but he has created the perfect counter to it. Moreover, Trinimir only has 1 anti-air. These 2 units right here will make or break the game. The first one of these units to get significantly touched, meaning that if this can touch this, that's not necessarily true. If this can touch this without being shot at by an anti-air or a fighter, War Puppy will win the match. If Tryndamere can tag War Puppy's bomber before or after it hits this Neo Tank, it will be tied. If he can touch this before it touches the Neo Tank, Tryndamere will win the game. That is what I believe. We will see how this plays out. A Max Force. Tryndamere was only a little bit away from a big power, but he will opt to grab him some vision and clean that up, and he'll get a you only got one of these, man. That's gonna go quick, or will it? Because he's gonna hit him pretty hard here. Look at this Max Force Battlecopter damage. Now that's a good trade. That is a good trade. It will probably get hit by an anti-air, but getting a teched up unit off the map is huge, and some income will be flipped. War Puppy will get this next turn, but this flip will mean that actually Tryndamere will be then tied with War Puppy for income. So here we go. Nice engagement with the Battlecopter. This is looking pretty. This is looking pretty devastating for War Puppy. However, and there goes your vision. Not looking good. Bye-bye. Suddenly, how the turntables. Now, when I announce these games, a lot of times when I announce these games, I speak a little too soon. War Puppy has Max Blast with 1, 2, 3 tanks in the area. Can counter these 3 tanks here. A anti-air that will blast this copter to smithereens. So he can blast this copter to smithereens. Come in with a tank. One-shot this anti-air. 2 battlecopters to respond to these 2. Well, maybe a battlecopter here and a battlecopter here, and then tank. I think that's what I would do. Okay, so I want to break down how I think War Puppy should play this right now. This tank can drive away, maintain vision. I think it should drive away and just maintain this vision. So it could drive right here. Anti-air comes in. Boom. Battlecopter gone. Battlecopter comes here. Boom. This battlecopter gone. Battlecopter 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 comes here. Boom. This battlecopter's done. Tank. This battlecopter's gone. And then tank. That's how I think I'd play it. We will see what War Puppy does. This looked like a really good turn for Tryndamere, but you better believe that War Puppy's coming with a Max Blast. Here it comes. Will it play out like I said it will? He just comes here. Okay, good. Okay, that's gone. Yes, this is. I see it. Will he see what I saw? This tank will. Yes, this is kind of what I'm seeing. This will come back. Yes, right there. Tank will hit the anti-air. Battlecopter hits the battlecopter. Mech getting involved, getting a great shot. This is exactly what I just said would happen. Not exactly. I said he was going to hit this one, but this is actually even better. So, wow. That was a clash of the Titans. And what does War Puppy have to respond to this? He's only got 2 tanks and a 6 and a 3 tank. This Neo Tank is not in range. War Puppy has a bomber. Ladies and gentlemen, this is scary for War Puppy. Again, I'm blind casting this. Unfortunately, I know who wins. I wish somehow this replay was sent to me where I couldn't see the winner and efficiently download it. I guess if it was emailed. The problem is I'm following all the games, and yeah. So there's just no way that I don't know who wins this. All I'm saying here is Tryndamere is absolutely sweating right now. Yeah, full retreat for the number 1 player in the tournament. Look at what our boy has done. Our own little War Puppy just started out as a lurker, not a lurker. He commented all the time, but just a lowly commenter. Absolutely. Look at all Tryndamere can do is wait this Neo Tank. That's it. Now, War Puppy's got no vision. He has no idea what's going on here, and we got SEAL Team 6 coming into, and this is Osama bin Laden, and this is Saddam Hussein, okay? And SEAL Team 6 is coming in hot. Okay, so with no vision, I'd be a little bit concerned if I were War Puppy. If I were War Puppy right now, I'd probably just relax, but he wants to equalize the income. Tryndamere's actually up at this point. Ooh, War Puppy. you know that I do this mistake a lot. I think, okay, now I have all this area and I'm fine. He just reinforced the area that you are staying in. He pulls back and reinforces. I don't know if you're going to have that much, as big of an advantage as you think you have, War Puppy. And he builds a T-copter for what? Interesting. I don't know if I would have built a T-copter there, War Puppy. But we will see. He's got a secret weapon, a very secret weapon. Tryndamere has correctly created another anti-air, though. So War Puppy needs to be careful. Okay, Tryndamere dancing around. He's dancing around the war zone. He doesn't want to go back in. He's shocked. This is the first game that I've seen Tryndamere visibly shocked. That was a great turn from War Puppy. Yeah, okay, and then here comes War Puppy again. Recon, capture, tank, infantry. Moving out, this gets max movement, and he'll be able to pick up this infantry. Nice. He sees that we've got some shenanigans going on here. He'll reinforce with multiple tanks. So he's conceding the middle now. Not the worst idea. These infantry are all valuable, and Tryndamere is exposing them. War Puppy, it does good to allocate tanks to go clean that up. So good for him. Okay. Infantry coming out. Tanks, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you know what? We have a full-on front shift from War Puppy. Not quite sure what he's thinking, but he's smart to retreat from an area that is clearly being reinforced by Tryndamere right now. He'll take a shot there. He'll take a shot there. Yeah, kind of throwing away a city if I was War Puppy. And now if I'm War Puppy, I probably want to come back and contest the city. So I don't know. Is this a problem with the map? Is this map unfun to play? Let me know. The reason that I picked it is because when I started the tournament, it was one of the only maps that I had casted, and I wanted to, just keep it with the Conquer Everything lore. But is this map fun to play? I don't know. Okay, battlecopter going. Okay, so it is now actually hard to judge who's in the lead here. Clearly, it's technically Tryndamere because he's got an income lead. But only 1,000 income lead does not mean a whole lot. So he will kind of mosey on back to the middle. He will come back to the middle now. Yep, he is now going to position his troops closer to the middle position. And we got ourselves a standoff. Tryndamere has bounced back because War Puppy did not keep his foot on the pedal. But if War Puppy kept his foot on the pedal, he wouldn't have won that. So it was the only way it was going to happen. We had an engagement from Tryndamere and then a max blast from War Puppy that really sent Tryndamere reeling. But he's back. He's back to the grind, back to himself. Okay, coming out. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Okay, and we got max tanks. Man, this is scary. A max blast with this, or even a max force with these many tanks coming out of like the fog of war, that's gonna hurt. Okay, War Puppy comes in. He won't one-shot that. He'll clean that up, and he'll clean up now, and then kill it with the recon. Cover up. So now he's protecting his vision, but at what cost? These are gonna get their clocks cleaned. Oh man, War Puppy, this was a mistake. So what did War Puppy gain from this, right? He killed an 8 health infantry, and he cleaned up a recon. I think he was just underestimating exactly where Tryndamere's forces were, but these two tanks and these two tanks will kill these two tanks. So he got a recon and an infantry at the cost of 2 tanks. Will he position himself correctly in order to take back the knight if he does go in? So he is positioning himself to get. Wait, I want to see what he does with his tanks here. So okay, his forces are in a position to reinforce this area if need be, and this might be hard to kill for Tryndamere. We'll see what he does. Okay, never mind. It's gone. It's completely gone. He'll actually get some nice battlecopter shots. Vision gone. Infantry should be gone. Okay, he is now threatening that property. Tank gone. Oh my god. Neo tank will one-shot that tank. And Tryndamere, that was a good turn. But War Puppy can get a max force. Can he wall break and get a shot with the bomber? That would equalize things. That would equalize things. The bomber would go down, and I think War Puppy expects that. What will he do? Will this be a crucial turn for the War Puppy? We will see. In the meantime, he's just cleaning up troops here. Knowing that he's got this front locked down, he only needed one tank, and this front is now locked down. I would not go in here. You can convert bigly over here, War Puppy. Uh-oh. We got a mech going in. Uh-oh, we have a tank. We have a max force. Ooh, this could be tight for War Puppy. This could be tight. That will one-shot. That'll do. That'll come in. That'll do. There we go. A max force bomber. Oh, baby, a triple. And he'll clean up with that. Wow, he'll get 2 shots with this, and he will clean up the Neo tank. He will officially clean up the Neo tank. No, he won't. He'll let Tryndamere drain his power, his income in fixing up this Neo tank. And wow, I know I said War Puppy shouldn't go in. This will fall. We have a max force with plenty of anti-air in the area. This will fall, but with too much anti-air and not enough tanks, he needs to then allocate these 2 tanks to killing these 2 anti-air so his battlecopters can get free hits. With a max force, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So with a max force, this tank will be able to hit this tank at least. So he'll be able to get one of these tanks in the fray, but with a max blast, he'll only get 1 tank in the fray. So we'll see if this works out for Tryndamere. It always seems like the person that goes in first is the one that is the most punished. However, this is looking good for War Puppy. Let's see how Tryndamere claps back. Tryndamere right now down 6 troops, down 60k in value. Nothing to deal with this tank up here. What will he do? He'll run his recon out, get a little bit of vision. That battlecopter will fall. That battlecopter will fall. That tank will get hurt. Tank will fall. No. Oh, I would have shot at this one. I think I would. No, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to. Ooh, even with a 3 health, he's still crippling anti-airs. The bomber will fall. Why not shoot at this tank, right? I mean, am I right? This battlecopter will fall. Nice. Anti-air's crippled. Battlecopter's gone. Anti-air very crippled. Might as well be done. And I mean, it's crazy when you see something like this and something like this, that something like this ends up happening. A complete 180 for Tryndamere. And this Neo tank is alive, but barely. War Puppy has a lot of healthy tanks in the area. He can then ignore these anti-air, but he can't ignore these battlecopters. War Puppy could have a pretty fun turn picking off Tryndamere's tanks if it just weren't for these battlecopters. And then here comes Tryndamere's battlecopters. What will he build? He won't. War Puppy's turn. He'll come in. Okay, he'll take those engagements, minorly pull back. Nice. He can take a nice mech engagement there, then get the cleanup with his tank, take a shot from the forest, gets vision, takes a shot, keeps moving down, will pull back for repairs. Nice. He can clean that infantry up. Infantry are crucial, and I probably would have taken a shot at this. Cleaning up the 5 is not as good as bringing down, really knocking down a big health. Although maybe he didn't want to take retaliation damage. Maybe that was it. Okay. Now we look at the disparity here. War Puppy will buy, and where are we at? We're pretty much tied up again. War Puppy actually has a troop advantage. However, these are hanging out, and like what I said, this will heal up to 6 and be able to do serious damage to a max battlecopter. But in the meantime, he can take some pretty lucrative engagements. And no, he's got a max battlecopter up here. And now, forever, War Puppy ran rampant up here. Not anymore. He's got to get an anti-air all the way out here. And what's crazier is War Puppy could actually spare a battlecopter to send up here while maintaining some pretty sick pressure on the front lines. Oh, these battlecopters are going to... Oh no. War Puppy, it's not looking good. These battlecopters have now just run rampant. War Puppy has 16 troops left, down 30k. Make that 15 troops left. And Trinamir has not bought yet. He makes another Neo tank. And with that, it's looking... I mean, if War Puppy's... I know who wins this. If War Puppy's going to win this, it's going to be tight. Well, that one shot, it will. Nice. Okay, he can do some damage to these battlecopters. He knows that War Puppy's force is crippled. He sees he has another full health anti-air. He'll come in and hit it with a max force. Nice. He sees he has another full health anti-air. My goodness, this will come in and clean up the anti-air, and he's going to keep fighting with his infantry. But before he goes, he creates the kiss of death, the pipe runner, and lets it go. Wow. Interesting game. Interesting game. It's so tough when you play these high-skilled matches because both players, they know that they're so high-skilled. So they pop a max force. They cripple the enemy. Boom! They slam into him so hard. Boom! But in the meantime, the enemy is charging up a max blast. Now, that's exactly what Trinamir did to end the game. I believe Trinamir came in with a max force, cleaned up a lot, laid his troops out on the line, but the sheer amount of anti-air, I know I was talking shit about it, the sheer amount of anti-air partnered with the battlecopters is what ended up doing in War Puppy because, like I said, War Puppy had lots of tanks here, but he didn't have the stuff to deal with the battlecopters. So his tanks could do damage to the enemy tanks, a lot of damage, but the battlecopters were just going to come in and hit him harder. Wow. Good game, you two. Congratulations, Trinamir. Trinamir, you are elite, as in you're in the Elite Eight. A lot of other games have finished. Three other games have finished, and I definitely want to cover one of them. And I guess I won't say who won or lost. I know a lot of you are following the games, but I still won't spoil it. I'm glad I found some time today to do a video. It feels good being back on the mic. Oh, being back on the shitty mic, huh? How about this mic quality? It'll be better. I ordered a new cord for my good mic. It's coming. You just wait. Okay, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep up with the rest of the Infantry Cup, make sure that you're following along and subscribed. Thanks.